Trust me, it would be better. Well, I never thought I'd be breaking out the airsoft guns for this review. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to an all-new Talkin Movies. As always, I'm your host, the real Geno Reynolds, and today we're going to be talking about the remake of the 2011 film Miss Bala, a movie I didn't even know existed until a few days before I was going to go see the remake, Miss Bala. The original is an R-rated Spanish language film. The remake is a PG-13 English language film. And even though I have not seen the original, I can already tell, being that it's fairly critically acclaimed and audiences, at least the majority of them, seem to like it. I can already tell that this one probably lost a lot of what made the original, gave the original its acclaim. I will warn you, there'll probably be spoilers in this because I just want to talk about this movie. If you've seen the trailer, you kind of seen the movie. We'll get into that. So yeah, there'll be some spoilers in this one. What this movie is about, it stars Gina Rodriguez as a makeup artist who is living in Los Angeles, and she goes across the border to visit her friend, and she's going to help her friend win this beauty contest. During a party that they're trying to play the game, get to know people, the right people to advance careers, that kind of thing, a Mexican drug cartel comes in and starts shooting up the place. So, long story short, our main character, her friend ends up disappearing, and she's looking for her, and she ends up getting captured by this same drug cartel because she asked a bought-off cop about, or saying she knew, or she had seen who shot up the place, and she ends up going on this wild adventure of having to bomb a DEA safe house and transfer drugs and money and weapons, and it gets a little nutty. And it's about her trying to find her friend and survive everything from dirty cops to the drug cartel. That's the movie for you. This movie, you would think if if they just got a little crazy with it, it might have been fun. I know what I've been reading up on the original. The original plays itself totally serious, and this one does try to, at least plot-wise. But the original apparently it had your main character flirting with liking this new lifestyle, this crime lifestyle, and playing, deciding what side she wants to play. Again, I haven't seen it. That's just what I've read up on. So there's a morality plot there. This one, while they do tease it a teensy tiny bit, you are always certain which side your main character is going to be on. And again, the character goes through so many different things, from surviving this nightclub shootout to doing a bombing job for this cartel, and she gets picked up by the DEA, and they plant like a tracking device on her, or on her phone, that the cartel gave her, and she is able, to switch it to another phone so she don't get caught. She's able to cross the border with money and drugs with really no issue. And then again crosses the border with guns with no issue whatsoever somehow. She survives multiple shootouts. And so you would think, again, if this movie got a little crazy, it might have been kind of fun, but that's just it. This movie is a snore. It's just, okay, the trailer, it shows her walking around with the gun and all that. That's about 5 minutes of the movie. And I'm going to tell you this right now. She only shoots two people. She shoots a dirty cop in the leg, which leads to him getting killed, which it was kind of the cartel's mission. And then she kills the main bad guy, the Nino Brown wannabe. Named Lino, by the way, which was why I call him the Nino Brown wannabe. So that's all the really action this movie does. I mean, there's a couple shootouts, but it's just our main character running away, trying to survive, and she does survive. But boy, does it even get dumber. Okay, in the original, I guess both the girls were beauty pageant contestants, but what they're trying to play in this one with the main character being a makeup artist is like, oh, I guess she's not pretty enough, right? Which, I mean, Gina Rodriguez is a very beautiful woman. So, okay, I'm not going to buy the whole, oh, she's not pretty enough, right? I mean, the friend doesn't treat her that way, but when they think she's going to enter this contest, this beauty contest, like, oh yeah, I'm not surprised she's not entering it, right? It's stupid. But that being said, she ends up entering that contest anyway, because part of the plot revolves around this dirty cop. He's like the head of the cops. Whoever wins this beauty contest, he ends up sleeping with. So the main bad guy, Discount Nino Brown, wants our main character to win this beauty contest. And of course they doll her up and she looks amazing, right? Of course, right? So the only part I gave this movie credit for, because I'm like, okay, she's got to win this contest. What is this now? Miss Congeniality, right? They actually buy off the judges. So I give the movie that. They buy off the judges so she'll win, because it's like, this is a beauty contest. Isn't there like a talent section? And they don't show any of this. They do this just quick. Here's your girls, and here's your runner-ups, and here's your winner. It's like, what about the question and answer thing? What about the beauty, or what about the talent part? Lord knows that this contest had a swimsuit thing. I mean, she'd probably be okay. But still, I'm just saying, what happened to all this stuff? They just skip all this, right? She just instantly wins. That being said, they do show some of the girls, and they're looking like, F that. I can't believe this girl won, right? So, who knows? I don't know what talent she performed that they didn't show, but, it must have been back because the other girls are rolling their eyes. So anyway, yeah, this whole thing, the part where you see her in the trailer walking around the red dress, that's from the after party of her finally getting alone with this dirty cop, and she warns him that they're trying to kill him, but he ends up getting smoked anyway. And the part about her being able to shoot, see, Discount Nino Brown kind of has a thing for her because she reminds him of his old girlfriend. He lived in America for a while, Bakersfield, I think it was, and he had this girl, and our character reminds him of her, so he's real soft on her. And of course his people are like, she's got to be the mole, right? There's a mole in the operation, thanks to Anthony Mackie. Because, yeah, by the way, Anthony Mackie's in this, and he shows up, and he's this gun dealer, and you're like, why is Anthony Mackie in this? Did he owe someone a favor? But then you realize, of course he's in this because he's going to be the undercover agent, right? He ends up being a CIA member, and I'll get to that in a minute. So yeah, that's what this whole thing about her being able to shoot, because Discount Nino Brown is soft on her. He teaches her how to shoot. You see it in the trailer. She shoots that gun about as much in the movie as she does in the trailer. He teaches her how to use a gun, so it's a good thing she knows how to use it. And granted, it's not like she's running around. It didn't get as ridiculous as her running around killing many, many people. But honestly, if this movie would have done that, I probably would have been a little more forgiving of it. It stayed a little too realistic on that, where she shoots a guy in the leg and then she kills the main bad guy. But then it gets unrealistic after that, because see, after everything goes down, Anthony Mackie shows back up again, and he's in the CIA. And he's like, we can use someone like you. And I'm like, are you really sequel baiting me right now? Are you serious? You're sequel baiting me. And she joins the CIA. Miss Bala joins the CIA. And they sequel bait us. Like, we can, you survive more than anyone could ever imagine. We can use someone. Come on, Anthony Mackie. You're better than this. Come on, Gina Rodriguez, you're better than this. I mean, this movie, it's not even fun. It's a snore fest. They try to play it serious, but I mean, come on. Okay, I honestly can't get that she could have gotten across the border. They taped money around her. Of course, they didn't ask her to step out of the car, so okay, fine. But I would think you kind of probably see the lumps of big stacks of cash, under her shirt, right? You'd see the lumps of the shirt. And they had drugs and money hidden within the car underneath somewhere. And they barely even checked her. I guess the main, Discount Nino Brown's like, yeah, look him right in the eyes, right? And she does, and of course that is enough. Okay, fine. She gets past that, delivers the shit. But then Anthony Mackie gives her not like hidden guns, right? They're in just regular old boxes taped up. Like if you were moving. And you're telling me she got across the damn border with not just like little piddly handguns, but AR-15s. She got across the border with not one box, not two boxes, multiple boxes of AR-15s. We didn't even see the crossing, but she got across. No problem. Right. Okay. But yeah, this movie, when it's trying to be realistic, it's boring. When it's trying to be exciting, it's boring. This movie is just overall boring. The twist of who took her friend is obvious. You know that's what's going to happen. Even before the clue of the tattoo shows up. They make too big of a thing of Discount Nino Brown having this tattoo, and it's going to show up later, as that's how he marks his property, so to speak. This movie could have been fun, at least just dumb fun. Instead, it's just dumb. That's going to be all for this edition of Talkin Movies. If you like what you've heard here, please subscribe to the Real Geno YouTube channel, like this video, and if you have anything to say about Miss Bala, or even the original, I'm curious of what those that have seen the original think about it, feel free to leave a comment in the section below. Until next time, I am your host, the Real Geno, Geno Reynolds. See you later.